Hello, everybody, and I hope you and your families are doing fine and that you are safe and sound. Today's lesson is for first year baccalaureate students, but of course, second baccalaureate students and other learners of English can benefit from it. This lesson is the second part of phrasal verbs, and it's about separable and inseparable phrasal verbs. And we'll start with a review of some of the phrasal verbs that you may already know. First, the phrasal verbs, some phrasal verbs with the verb look. Look after. So when you look after somebody or something, you take care of it. Look up. Now, when you look up something, is that you search and find information about it in a reference book or database. For example, you look up a word in a dictionary or you look up information on the internet. Now, look out. When you look out, you are careful or vigilant, or you take notice, or you are careful. Now, look into. Look into something is you investigate it or you examine it. Now, phrasal verbs with the verb take. Now, when you take somebody out, you pay for them to go somewhere with you. Kind of you invite them outside your house. Now, take after. When you take after somebody, you resemble them. For example, resemble especially a family member. Now, take away. When you take something away, you remove it. For example, you say, take away these chairs, we don't need them. Take something back. When you take something back, you return this thing. For example, you take back a book to the library. Run. Phrasal verbs with the verb run. When you run after somebody or something, you chase it, or you try to get that thing. Run away. When you run away, you leave a place or person, or you avoid somebody or something. Run into. When you run into somebody or something, you meet unexpectedly. Run out of. When you run out of something, you have none left. For example, run out of money, run out of petrol, run out of ink, etc. Now put. Now put away. When you put something away, you store it. For example, you tell your child, put away your toys now and come for lunch or dinner. Put out. Put something out is you extinguish it. You can put out a fire, you can put out a cigarette. Put up. When you put something up, you raise it or you build it. For example, you can put up your hand, you can put up a tent. Put off. Now, when you put something off, you postpone it or you delay it or you schedule it. For example, you can put off a meeting. Phrasal verbs with the verb come, for example, come across. So when you come across something, you find it unexpectedly. Come into. Come into is to inherit or you receive as a result of a death of a person. Come in. When you come in, of course, when you come in a building, you enter it. But also, come in can mean to become popular or available. Come up. When something comes up, it appears. For example, you say the sun came up at 6 o'clock. Give. Give off. Phrasal verbs with the verb give. We can have, for example, give off. When you give off something, when something gives off, it emits or produces a smell or a heat or light or gas, etc. For example, you say that radiator doesn't give off much heat. Give in. When you give in, you reluctantly stop fighting or arguing. For example, you give in a discussion. Now, give something up. When you give something up, you quit You quit it. For example, quit a habit, or you stop trying. Give away. When you give away, you give for free, you donate. But give away can mean also to reveal hidden information about somebody. Okay? Good. Now, let's check whether you remember some of the definitions of the phrasal verbs we talked about. Okay, the phrasal verbs are on the left of your screen and their meaning on the right of your screen. So, take away. What does take away mean? Does it mean resemble? A. Or B. Remove. Or C. Invite someone out. Or D. To search in a book or on the internet. Examine. Or F. Take care. Or G. To chase. Or H. To meet someone. Or I. To flee or escape. So, to take away, of course, means to remove. Okay? The example I gave you already is take away these chairs, we don't need them. Take after. When you take after someone, a member of your family, is you resemble them. For example, I take after my mom, I have her hair and nose. 3. Take out. When you take out someone, is you invite them outside your house, to a restaurant, for example. Number 4, look up. When you look up a word in the dictionary or you look up information on the internet, is that you search them. Okay? Look after. When you look after someone or something, you take care of them. Look into. What does look into mean? Yes. To look into something is you examine it. Run away. When you run away, you escape or you flee someone or something. Run after. When you run after someone or something is you chase it. Good. And of course, to run into someone is you meet them. Okay, so this is just the first part. Here is the second. So here is the second part. So number 1, put away. What does put away mean? Is it A, build, B, store, C, postpone or delay, D, extinguish, E, inherit, F, find something unexpectedly, G, stop, H, donate, give for free, and I, appear. So to put something away is to store it, and the example I gave you earlier is of your children. So you tell your children, put away your toys and come for dinner. Put up. To put up a tent or put up an umbrella is to build. Yes. Okay. Put off. When you put off a meeting is you delay the meeting or you postpone the meeting. Put out. When you put out a cigarette or a candle or fire is you extinguish it. When you come across something, you find it. Yes. Come into. When you come into a large sum of money, meaning you inherit it, meaning you get it because you a relation of yours has died. Come up. Come up is to appear. Yes. Give up. When you give up a habit is you stop it. And the last one is you give away. When you give away something is you give it for free, meaning you donate. Okay? Good. Okay, let's move on. Here's another exercise about some phrasal verbs you may also know. And I'd like you to match these phrasal verbs with their right pictures. And the phrasal verbs are A, come across, B, put on, C, break into, D, write down, E, look after, and F, ring up. Okay, here are the pictures and the phrasal verbs. Picture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And phrasal verbs A, B, C, D, E, F. The first one, look at the first one. Okay, that's a burglar. So what did the burglar do? He broke into our house and stole our laptop, for example. Number 2, look at the students. What are they doing? Yes, they're writing down. Yes, your teacher tells you to write down the lesson or write down a rule or whatever. Okay. Number 3, what's he doing? Yes, he's putting on his sweater or pullover. So number 4, what do you do, for example, to your kids? You look after them, meaning you take care of them. Number 5, what's he doing? Yes, he's calling somebody, or you say call or ring up. And number 6, come across. Yes, come across meaning to find something unexpectedly. For example, I was looking into my drawers and I came across this photo of mine. Okay. Okay, this exercise is taken from your book Gateway 1 and it's on page 130 and it says use the phrasal verbs you have found to complete the following sentences, and the phrasal verbs are here below the exercise. Okay. Number 1, don't worry, I will. I will give away, I will take off, I will look after, I will run into, I will run away, I will put out. So which one is correct? Don't worry, I will the dog while you are on holiday. So of course, look after, take care of your dog. So take care of your dog meaning look after your dog. Okay. Number 2, while we were swimming in the river, a thief stole our clothes. And so when a thief steals something, what does he do? He or she maybe runs away. So yes, while we were swimming in the river, a thief stole our clothes and ran away. Number 3, I was in the supermarket doing some shopping when I met someone unexpectedly, like that. So yes, I ran into an old friend of mine. Number 4, so when it's hot, do you take off or put on your jacket? Of course, take off. So your mom or dad or anybody can tell you, take off your jacket, it's very hot in here. Number 5, I don't need these clothes anymore, I will. Yeah, so when you don't need your old clothes or books, do you just throw them away? Of course, it's better if you give them away. Yes, meaning give them to people who need them or give them to charity. Number 6, the firemen came a bit late, but they managed to. What do firemen do? Of course, they extinguish or they put out the fire. Okay? Now, let's move to the second part of the lesson, which is about separable and inseparable phrasal verbs. What are separable and inseparable phrasal verbs? Now, separable phrasal verbs can be broken up by other words, meaning there is another word between the verb and its preposition or adverb or whatever. And inseparable phrasal verbs cannot be separated by other words. Unfortunately, there is no rule. All we have to do is just practice them. For example, the caterpillar turned into a butterfly. That's a correct sentence. But the caterpillar turned a butterfly into is incorrect because turn into is inseparable. Please turn off the TV is correct. And also, please turn the TV off is correct because turn off is a separable phrasal verb. Okay? Got that? Here's another exercise on page 130 of your book, and it says, look at these sentences and write S for separable phrasal verbs and NS for non-separable ones. Number one, I came across an old photograph while I was looking through some family albums. So can we say I came an old photograph across? No, because come across is non-separable. I've got to put on my sweater. Can we say put my sweater on? Yes, put on is separable. The burglar broke into the house through the window. Can we say the burglar broke the house into? No, because break into is a non-separable phrasal verb. The teacher asked the students, to write down the sentences in their notebooks. So can we say write the sentences down? Yes, write down is a separable phrasal verb. What about this one? Will you look after the children? Can we say will you look the children after? No, because look after is a non-separable phrasal verb. And he ran up his wife to tell her he would not come for lunch. Is it separable or non-separable? It is separable, yes. He ran her up. Okay? In this exercise, I would like you to tell me whether these sentences are correct or incorrect. The sentences I'm going to show you are all broken up by a word. So are they correct, separable, or incorrect, non-separable? So, number one, I count my parents on for help. Is it correct? Is count on separable? No. Count on is non-separable, so the sentence is incorrect. So the correct structure is I count on my parents for help. Number two, mom threw the rotten apple away. So is throw away separable or non-separable? Yes, it is correct because throw away is separable. His friends let him down when he needed them. So let down, is it separable? Yes, it is separable and it's correct. Try these jeans on. So is try on separable or non-separable? Of course it is separable, so the sentence is correct. Will you look my cat after? So look after, is it separable or non-separable? No, it's not separable, so the sentence is incorrect. And the correct structure is, will you look after my cat? Number six, we looked the word up in the dictionary. So look up, is it separable or non-separable? Yes, it is separable, so the structure is correct. I ran my English teacher into at the mall. So run into, is it separable or non-separable? Yes, it's incorrect because run into is inseparable. So the correct structure is I ran into my English teacher at the mall. The last one, GMT stands Greenwich Mean Time for. So stand for, is it separable or non-separable? It's not separable, so it's non-separable, so the sentence is incorrect, and the correct one is GMT stands for Greenwich Mean Time. Now here is a mixed exercise to close this session. I'd like you to fill in the gaps with the right prepositions. Okay, the first sentence in this exercise says, if you don't know what the word means, look it in a dictionary. Meaning search for its meaning in the dictionary. So what's the phrasal verb meaning searching for the meaning of a word in the dictionary or on the internet? It is to, yes, look up. John ran an old friend while he was shopping yesterday. John meaning met his friend unexpectedly, by chance, in a mall yesterday. So what's the word meaning meet by chance? Yes, run into. So John ran into an old friend. Take these chairs, we don't need them. I think we used this sentence earlier. So remove them. So take these chairs away. Eric came a fortune when his grandfather died, meaning he inherited money. So what's the word meaning inherit? To come into, yes. So Eric came into a fortune. I don't want this jacket anymore. I will give it. I will donate it. I will give it for free. So I will give it away. Would you please put your cigarette? Will you please extinguish your cigarette? So to extinguish is to put out, yes. The doctor told my uncle to give smoking, to stop. So what's a phrasal verb meaning stop? Sure, give up. Yes. Okay? So look up, run into, take away, come into, give away, put out, and give up. That's all for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Another phrasal verb. Bye bye.